Hey everyone, so if you've been anywhere near AI lately, you've definitely played around with a chatbot. They're everywhere. But what if I told you that's just the starting line? The next big leap is already here, and it's something called an AI agent. And trust me, this is a total game changer. We're talking about moving from software that just chats about doing things to software that actually rolls up its sleeves and gets things done. Let's break down what that really means. So here's our roadmap. First, we'll get a clear definition of what an AI agent is. Then, we'll put it head to head with the traditional software we all know, and this is a big one, we'll see how it's different from a chatbot. After that, we're going to peek under the hood at how an agent actually thinks, and we'll wrap up with the most important part, why this whole shift is absolutely critical for you to understand. This quote from SquadStack just hits the nail on the head. Think about it. A vending machine is completely predictable, right? You press B4, you get your chips. That's traditional software. It does exactly what it's told. But an AI agent? That's more like a really smart personal assistant. Someone who gets what you're trying to achieve and can figure out all the steps, even if things get messy. Let's keep that idea in our back pocket. All right, let's get right to it. What's the core idea here? What really makes an agent different? It all comes down to a massive shift, a shift away from giving software step-by-step instructions and toward just telling it your intention and trusting it to figure out the how. Okay, let's break this down because there are some key words here. Autonomous just means it works on its own. Perceives its environment, that means it's not working in a vacuum. It can see new data, new information, and react to it. But the real kicker is that last part. Takes actions to achieve specific goals. And the engine making all of this possible? It's usually a large language model, the LLM, acting as the agent's brain, making decisions and pulling the strings. So how is this really different from, say, the apps on your phone or the software you use at work? Well, you can boil it all down to one simple concept, the static versus the dynamic. This chart makes the difference so clear. On one hand, you have traditional software. It's rigid, it's built on a foundation of if this, then that logic, and if the world changes, a developer has to go in and manually rewrite the code. An AI agent, on the other hand, is built from the ground up to be adaptive. It learns, it uses real-time data, and it can totally switch up its plan if the first one isn't working. It doesn't just follow a script, it actually reasons. Okay, this next part is maybe the most important section, especially if you're new to AI engineering. People throw around the terms chatbot and agent like they're the same thing. But honestly, they are worlds apart. Let's clear this up once and for all. This is it. This is the core idea right here. A chatbot is designed to be your conversational partner. Its main job is to talk to you to answer your questions. But an AI agent is designed to be your operational partner. It's built to actually work for you, to do things, to manage tasks across a bunch of different systems. And this table just lays it all out beautifully. See, a chatbot's job is to answer and guide. An agent's job is to execute and complete. But the real magic, the part that's a total game changer, is that tool/API usage row. A chatbot might have a few scripted tools, but an agent is built to be a multi-tool beast. It can natively connect to your databases, your spreadsheets, your email, whatever it needs to get the job done. That's the leap from just talking to true powerful automation. It honestly doesn't get any simpler than this. If you remember only one thing from this whole explainer, please make it this. A chatbot talks. An AI agent works. So we've got a handle on what an agent does. But how does it do it? How does it actually, think? What's going on under the hood? Let's take a look at its cognitive architecture. You can think of an agent's mind as having three main parts. First, you've got planning. This is the brain. It's the LLM breaking down a huge goal into smaller, bite-sized steps. Then you have the tools. These are the agent's hands. This is how it actually interacts with the digital world, by calling APIs, running code, searching the web. And finally, you have memory. Think of this as the agent's notebook. It remembers what it's done, what worked, and what didn't, so it can get smarter over time. So these three pieces work together in a constant cycle. It's often called a react loop. It starts with a thought. Okay, my goal is X, so my first step should be to find out why. That leads to an action. I'll use my web search tool to find why. And that results in an observation. Okay, the search told me Z. Now, based on that new information, what's my next thought? It's the simple loop, thought, action, observation, over and over, that lets an agent tackle really complex problems one step at a time.
So we've covered the what and the how. Now, let's get to the most important question of all. Why does any of this matter to you, especially if you're an AI engineer or you're planning to become one?
Well, first things first, let's follow the money. A recent report from McKinsey projects that AI agents can slash operational costs by up to 50%. Now, when a technology comes along that promises to save companies that much money, they don't just notice, they invest heavily. And that investment means a huge demand for engineers who know how to build these things.
And look, this isn't some distant future we're talking about. According to Forrester, 40% of enterprise automation projects right now already involve AI agents. The shift has already begun. Companies are moving past those simple rule-based bots and are actively looking for intelligent systems that can operate on their own.
So, what does this all mean for you? The bottom line is the goalposts are moving. The future isn't about building things that can just chat anymore. It's about building systems that can do. That means skills like API integration and understanding these agent workflows are no longer just nice to haves, they are becoming table stakes. You're not just building apps anymore, you're building autonomous partners. So I want to leave you with this thought. This shift from chatbots to agents is unlocking a massive, incredible new frontier. We're moving from a world where we just provide information to a world where we can deliver actual outcomes. So the real question isn't if this technology is going to be big, but with this powerful new toolkit in your hands, what complex, meaningful problem are you going to solve first?